Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I never thought I'd be saying that again. Holy hell. Yeah, so right now you're probably watching a very messy looking me, struggling to remember that I was actually going to do a voiceover to this video, but like a dumb cunt, I kept talking. Today I am going to show you how I did my Kim Possible Halloween costume slash cosplay, whatever you want to call it. Today is the day I am finally putting this video out there. So I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe, please like the video, give it some support, please. So yeah, let's get into this video. So off camera I did add 2 products onto my face. It was just a random moisturizer. I used different ones and a primer. I will link them down below. I don't know if you're interested in that kind of stuff, but I will link all the products that I used in this. Yeah, hopefully you like them. I mean, it's different for every skin type. So I'm just going to set around my nose with Rimmel Pressed powder, and this is my Ride or Die product. I like to make sure I've set my primer with powder because it just covers up like your pores. It just mattifies your whole face. Love it. For foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Glow. I like this foundation just because it's a bit sheerer than the other one that they have. So I'm just going to dampen my beauty blender, apply this all over the face. I'm just going to put little marks all over the face and then just blend it in with my beauty blender. Now the blending process, it does take me a while because I like to make sure everything's even and nice and pretty. So I am going to fast forward this bit. You can still watch it. I mean, you can just watch me blend it out, but I don't think it's necessary to like drag this out longer than it has to be. Now once your face is blended out beautifully, which I'm assuming it will be, just go ahead, pick up your concealer and just add it underneath your eyes in any areas that you feel like need bringing forward, because that initially is what highlighting or strobing does for your face. So for me today, I was using it underneath my eyes just to conceal my eye bags, my chin, around my nose just to cover up any redness, on top of my nose and my forehead just to make features more prominent. So I'm also going to speed up this clip. So once you've blended out your concealer, what you want to do is you want to set your face. Now you want to do this quickly because underneath your eyes it's going to start creasing. You're going to be back at square one. So I'm just going to take the same powder I did, the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I'm just going to press it lightly into my skin. I was just using like a very dense brush for this because I really want it to be so matte. She is a cartoon. I didn't want to look like a cartoon, so this is just all I did for this. So once you've applied your powder, we're going to move on to contouring. Now this was a job and a half for me. Go with what you feels right when it comes to contouring. Go with your face shape. Make sure you know that it goes straight underneath your cheekbone and it blends upwards. Everyone's face shape is different, so don't just look at my face shape, think if she's applying it there, I'm going to apply it there. Just follow your own structure of your own face so that you can get it perfect for yourself. I just did a normal contour on the actual face, but when it comes to the chin, I will go into detail about how I rounded off my face to make it look more of a Kim Possible look. So now we've got our whole face blended nicely. I pray for you women and men, if you're doing this, I pray for you that it's done perfectly. I'm just going to try rounding off my face with the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. I love this palette. I do think it's a bit overhyped. I'm just going to give you the tea right now. I don't think it's worth what it costs at all. So we're going to quickly take the middle shade and just go around our jawbone just to get it all one colour. Now that's how I start it. And then I'm going to blend it down into my neck. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want it to form a shadow. Now the shadow is going to make your jawline more prominent. It's going to make the face more of the ideal way that Kim Possible's face looks. So I'm going to take my time on this and try and explain in detail how I did this. So using a contouring brush, what I did is I took the medium shade and I started going around my jawbone just to make sure like it's all one colour. I'm going to keep blending that, making sure it's rounded off. And what I also did is I also took the darker shade in the palette. I don't know the names of them, but I will link them below. I was rounding off my face because Kim Possible seems to have a very rounded face. But in actual fact, it kind of gave me a snatched jawbone. So who's the real winner here? It would be me. Like, for a minute there, I had a snatched jawbone. So I'm also going to use the same contouring shade that I use for my jawline for my nose. I am a big one for nose contour. Like, it's very easy for me to like create a snatched nose, and in this video you can probably tell like my nose isn't as snatched as it looks in photos. That's because I do contour my nose quite often for the photos. Now I'm just going to take the same shade and I'm going to run it down the bridge of my nose either side, and I'm going to make sure it gives it that elongated look and a cartoon feel, like a cartoon arch, and then I'm going to blend it down. I'm also going to use the banana powder, the yellowish type powder in the middle at the top row. I'm going to use that either side just to blend it, make it more seamless. We're all about looking like perfection, like a cartoon. So I'm going to use that down the bridge of my nose as well, just to make sure like it's more prominent and like this is where the shade ends, this is where the light hits. We're going to move on to the eyebrows. I was hounded about the eyebrows because they weren't as thin and stuff like that, but I weren't going to shave off my eyebrows for one fucking picture and one night out. It wasn't going to happen. So what I do suggest is you just do your normal eyebrows that you would necessarily do during the day. Your eyebrows aren't the main focus on a Kim Possible look, so just go with the flow, do what you feel's best on your eyebrows. I'm going to speed this up. If you guys want to see the way I do my eyebrows, it's nothing fancy. I can always do a video and just explaining in detail, closer to my face, how I do my eyebrows. Now this next step is optional. On the night I didn't actually use highlight on my cheeks, I just used it on my nose. I could not go a day without my nose being highlighted, so this bit is optional. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a very small, very loose brush, and I'm just going to dip it into my MAC highlighter and just go along where you want your face highlighting basically. So it'll be on top of your contour, on top of your blush. If you want to use blush you can, I didn't, but on top of your blush. And I'm going to do it both sides, and I'm also going to do it on my nose as well. Like I said, this is optional, so go with what you feel's best for the look itself. Now for the eyes, I didn't really do anything fancy. What I did do is I went back into that middle shade that I used for the jawline and the nose, and I just ran it along my crease and blended upwards. That's all I did for the look. And then I just elongated it at the ends, just to give it that like cat eye look. It's something I couldn't round off my eyes would have looked tiny, so it's just something I did to make myself feel comfortable, and it's subjective, so if you want to do it you can, if not you can just copy this. On the bottom lash line I did bring the same colour round, but I only went halfway just to give the eye a bit more of a widening effect. It does help when you cast a shadow on the outside of your eye, it does make the rest of your eye look quite larger, so I'm going to keep it like that, a short little thing, and I can always show you guys in the future about how to do the shade, the lighting, the contouring, everything like that. Curling your eyelashes, it's up to you whether you want to do it. I wanted to do it because I personally wasn't going to put false eyelashes on, but if you just want to wear a pair of falsies, depending if you're comfortable or not, just go ahead and curl your lashes. If not, don't. It's very subjective. Like, you can do whatever you want with this look, just take this as a guideline. So I'm just applying the Illamasqua mascara. Now I am a cheapskate. Like, I will fucking buy the travel size so I don't have to pay full price for the larger version. So I'm just applying this on my lashes. There's no way that I do this that's like magical and is magically gonna turn your eyelashes into fucking heaven. But yeah. So I'm just applying this onto my bottom and top lashes, as you can see in the video. I am going to speed this up again. So now the last bit that we're going to do is the famous Kim Possible lip. So now that I've got my lipstick, it is the Jeffree Star Velour Matte Lipstick in the shade Leo. It is a brown matte lipstick. It's a very good lipstick. I do recommend this. So what I'm doing is I'm just overlining my top lip slightly, just to give it a bit more volume, a bit more plumpness, a bit more anything, vavavoom, whatever you want to call it. I call them the camel humps of the lip. I don't know what they're called, but the camel humps, I'm just overlining them a little bit. And I'm gonna arch my top lip into my jaw a little bit, and I'm going to meet them in the middle. That's all I did for my top lip. I just met them in the middle, and I followed my lip down, and I did a little curve to follow my curve onwards, a little bit bigger, just to give her the Kim Possible look. Now, there isn't much more to say on the lip. It was literally just that. I'm just going to wait for it to dry, and I'm going to put my lips together, and I'm going to rub the lipstick into my bottom lip, and then I'm just going to powder it and then beauty blender it with the leftover foundation that we used from the face because obviously her bottom lip is non-existent. I'm also going to take, it sounds scruffy as fuck, but I'm going to take my eyebrow brush and I'm just going to contour underneath, just like the middle bit of your bottom lip, just to make sure people know it's there, but it's not as prominent as it's supposed to be. And yeah, that's your Kim Possible look done. So thank you very much if you stayed for the entire video. It really does mean a lot, and thank you for supporting that photo as well. Like, I never thought I'd get that many likes on a selfie like that, so it really means a lot. I'm sorry it took me a while to bring out a video explaining how I did the Kim Possible look. I was scared, I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified. But yeah, I think I'm going to carry on with this YouTube thing, so please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and tell me what you want to see next. I can do Debbie Thornberry, I can do an everyday look, I can show you how to do brows. Just anything you want to see, just give me some ideas. I don't mind taking them. Thank you very much for watching.